Hi everyone, Maz here with the UMDCS department. Today we're going to talk about terminal navigation a little bit. So we're going to go over how to get into and out of directories, what the home and root directories are and how you'll be able to access them, tab completion in bash, cd dash, which is a way to jump between your current and previous directory, and print working directory. So let's get right into it. What I have over here is just a terminal that's in my home directory. And over here I just have a Nautilus window that's also in my home directory, and will be sort of showing the parallels between terminal directory navigation and graphical sort of navigation. So if I type ls in my terminal, you can see I have all the same stuff. Documents is here, everything is great. Now let's say I want to go into this workspace directory. I can just double click on workspace and I'm in, right? And if I want to get into, let's say, screen key, again, just double click on it and I'm in. But in the terminal, how do I do this? Well, I can type cd, which stands for change directory, and then workspace, and then I can do it again, cd screen key. And now I'm in the same place. If I type ls, you can see, again, all the same things, data. Everything shows up as it should. Now let's say I want to go back. In Nautilus, all I have to do is hit back, and I go back one, and I hit back again, and I go back to where I started. In the terminal, how do I do this? Well, if you type cd again, because that's how we change directories, and then dot, and dot refers to the parent directory. So in screen key's case, screen key's parent is workspace, workspace's parent is home. So it's like the directory that contains the directory is its parent. So now we're back in workspace, and if I hit cd dot again, we'll go back to home. Now, that was cool, but we did a lot of typing, right? We had to type cd workspace, then cd screen key. There's got to be a better way. Actually, I can do this, where I do cd workspace / screen key, and it'll take me to the same place. And I can even do this going the other way, where I do cd dot /. So cd, so to the parent of screen key, and then to the parent of workspace. And now we're back at our home directory where we started. Now I can also do cool stuff if I go back to workspace, and let's go back to screen key as well. And let's say that I want to go to a different directory in workspace. So just for demonstration's purpose, let's say that we want to go into this HillaryBot directory, let's say. So I could do cd dot and then cd HillaryBot, but that's too much typing. I can also do cd dot / and then HillaryBot, and it'll work just fine. Now you see that I'm in HillaryBot instead of screen key, and if I type ls, you can see. So that's basically how to get around in the terminal. Now let's talk about tab completion really quickly. So let's go back to our home directory, and let's say we want to get into documents. Or actually, let's say we want to get into workspace for now. So if I do cd and then w and then hit tab, you'll see that it just filled in workspace. And let's say that now I wanted to go into screen key, again, just s and then tab, and it filled it in. This isn't magic. The reason that it's filling it in after only one character is that if you look, there's only one thing that starts with lowercase w, and again in workspace there's only one thing that starts with lowercase s. So that worked there. That worked great there. Now let's say we cancel that, and we want to get into our documents folder. Well, now if I type cd and then capital D and then hit tab, nothing happens. But if I hit tab again, it'll show me the list of everything that starts with capital D. Now we said we wanted to go into documents. Let's hit O and hit tab. Again, nothing happens because you'll see there's documents and downloads that both start with O, or the second letter is O. But if I hit tab again, it'll show me the new list, and then I can do C, and then it'll fill it in. So once it's the only choice, then bash will just fill in the rest. So that's basically tab completion. Now let's talk about the home and root directories. So we've been coming to the home directory quite a bit. It's where all of your desktop documents, downloads, all that stuff is typically stored. There's a lot of configuration files that are stored in your home directory as well. So Vim configurations, Tmux configurations, basically any configuration is usually stored in your home directory. And those are called your dot files. But the way you can get to your home directory, let's say that we're in like workspace. If I just do cd and then tilde, that will take me to my home directory. So that no matter where I am in the file system, if I just do cd tilde, it'll always take me back to the home directory. So that's basically the home directory and how to get there. So tilde is your shortcut to the home directory. Now the root directory is where basically your file system starts. So if I click on computer in Nautilus, you can see this is like where the operating system files are stored. This is where everything is stored in here. So the way you get to it from a terminal is just cd and then slash. And slash is like the root directory. So if I'm here, now we're in the root directory, you can see all this stuff. And be careful, like don't try to clean out your root directory. That's a horrible idea and you'll end up like deleting everything and having to reinstall your OS. So just a word of caution there. Now, actually, we can find our home directory from here if we do cd home and then your username, which in my case is, you can see it on the screen, and now I'm back in my home directory. So that's a pretty cool way to do this. Let's see. So now let's talk about cd dash. So let's say we're in like our workspace and our screen key directory again, and then we hit cd slash. So this is going to take us back to the root directory. But now, and we do some stuff here, we type ls, we look at things, and then we want to go back to screen key. Well, we can type cd root, home directory, workspace, screen key. That's too much typing. We can also type cd and then just dash, and that'll take us directly back to our previous directory. And now if I do it again, it'll take me back to the root directory, back to screen key, back to the root directory. So that's a really handy command for jumping around. Now if I go back to screen key and I type pwd, because you can see my terminal is showing me one path, right? It's showing me this tilde slash workspace slash screen key, but I don't know my actual path in relation to the root directory. But if I type pwd, it'll tell me you're in root slash home slash fit your username slash workspace slash screen key. And so if I wanted to, I could do this, and I'll end up in the same place because I was already there. But that's just a cool way to see the absolute path of where you are. And so where you have the tilde here, that's called like a relative path. And then this, where it starts with a slash, is called an absolute path. So I think that's it for this really quick video on terminal navigation. Hope you guys learned a lot, and we'll see you on the next one.